Hey everyone, how's it going? I found this countdown that I like. It felt kind of accurate. I think this person knows what they're talking about. And I'm actually doing a hike with my INFJ friend today. And she has a YouTube channel for hiking, and she's going to film it. I don't know if she'll get any good stuff, but if she does, I'm sure she'll send it to me, and then I can put it up so you can kind of see what two INFJ girls are talking about. Now this person, whoever Jennifer Soldner is, she seems to have some intuitive development website, probably selling some of her things, but I don't know that person. I liked the countdown. I don't like the ones that don't seem authentic, or they seem like they're written by people that aren't us. That just irritates me, because they're just a bunch of stereotypes, So I like to read these with you because you can see one more person is agreeing with you, like, yeah, that's me. And then I'm kind of a spin doctor, so I'm always flipping something to make it sound better. That's who I am. That's how I do everything. I don't know if that's an INFJ thing or what, but I don't know. I'm pretty happy. All right, so we're on number 10. It says, now what's the title of this? Top 10 things every INFJ wants you to know. All right, we'll see. Top 10. We are planners. As with many other judicial personality types, the INFJ enjoys structure and order. Though our intuition can cause our structure to fluctuate, we still thrive best when we can plan out the details of our situation and lives. Sometimes, however, spontaneity can occur outside of our control. This deeply shakes us, and we often respond to this loss of control with anger and frustration. And then she quotes somebody, sometimes spontaneity leaves us in a position where we cannot plan, and we find this upsetting. Please understand that we are never upset with you, only a situation. Yeah, I would tell my husband that. He's a sensor thinker, but he's not going to remember. He's not even going to believe me just because I have so much experience with him. He just really doesn't get me, and that's okay. But he makes fun of me because I'm consistent enough where he would agree with that, because his impression of me is that I always say no first, which is true. It is about control. It's funny. It's like so specific, but yet this is true for me. I wonder if it's true for you. I know why I'm doing it. It's my instinct. You ask me to do something, I instantly want to say no, because yeah, he just said this the other day. He's right. He's like, it's not like I'm saying I'm grabbing your arm and then he physically grabbed my arm. He goes, it's not like I'm saying, and we have to do this, and we have to do this, and we have to do this. And he just kept dragging my arm for effect, like, until I started to laugh. Because he was talking to me about a vacation. And I know that I seem so ungrateful because my first instincts are not, yay, let's go on vacation. It's, oh, I know why it is. Of course this is why. Because I'm thinking a million thoughts at once, as usual. So, sure, vacation to someone else might be like, oh, yay, something to look forward to. Everything will work out. And me, it's like, oh, what about this and that and this and the temperature and how I'm going to feel and what if this happens and who will watch the cats, and like all at once, right? Because that's, I think, what sets us apart. At least I think so. In my case, I just have always had so many more thoughts than anyone. No one could relate to me. So we kind of come to a point in our relationship where he can, because I'm teaching him about the personality styles. So it was good that he handled me like that, because he saw what I was doing, freaking out for no reason. He's like, it's not like it's happening right now. And he was right. But I still will say no first. Like if you ask me to go to a party, I'll start thinking about why it's a bad idea. And it's not even that it's true or accurate. It's just that I need a cushion, So we're probably threatened by our personal space because we're wanting control of our atmosphere because, again, we have this empathy. So we're wanting to be thoughtful about where we put ourselves. I don't know if you can hear that. There's cats running around crazily. So anyway, yes to this and yes to everything here. Yes. I might flip out for no reason and then calm down a minute later too. Okay, what else am I guilty of here? Oh, extremely intelligent. Yes, I am. But everyone thinks I'm a wingnut, so I don't really get any credit for this. You can take an introductory Mensa test for free. They'll give you like 60 questions and the answer in 1%. However, it is not official because you have not been timed. But guess what? The questions are the same because I did some research. And yeah, it's pretty cool. And I know that there's different kinds of intelligence tests. So all I'm saying for myself is I think the Mensa people would like me and I would like going to their parties. That's all I'm saying. Because I got a quote unquote highly gifted person. And again, no one in my real life would believe that. But I think the only time people see that I'm intelligent is when I'm problem solving and they can see how quickly I can calculate. Because for me, especially being having my background in metaphysics, I know that I'm running probabilities with my intuition. Now, other people might not understand it that way. They might not agree, but I know myself and I know what I'm doing. So let's hear what they think about how they describe intelligence. INFJs are introverted thinkers and extroverted feelers. Because of this, we can struggle to articulate our thoughts. While we may, in our minds, be able to answer deep, meaningful questions, retain amazing amounts of data, and debate with the best of them, when asked to speak aloud, we often fumble, stutter over our words, and say a small fraction of what we are actually thinking. This lands us the labels of slow-witted. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, and unintelligent. However, when we are comfortable with a person and situation and are given plenty of time to ponder an inquiry or organize our thoughts into words, we can speak fluidly, clearly, and passionately on almost any subject. Yes, and my girlfriend that I'm going hiking with today, we had this idea where she could ask me questions from her atmosphere out hiking, and then I would answer them from my atmosphere here with you, which is home. And we did one of them, but that was her question. And I had just impressed upon her, and her nephew was also at the same time synchronistically asking her to take the personality test. And that's how I found out she was an INFJ, because I sent everybody this test when I knew I was. All my friends got it. Not all of them took it. But that's what she asked me. So it's funny, like she hasn't even known she was an INFJ that long, me either, really. And we're kind of still aware of ourselves. And then I answered her, yeah, absolutely, of course. I feel I need a rehearsal, and then I come out sounding pretty good. I'm awesome if I'm writing, because of course I can tweak. I'm a very good tweaker. I can get out my raw thoughts, and then we refine it, right? But when you put me on the spot, man, and I really like to believe that I don't care what people think, but for me personally, some of that does come from that, because I want to do such a good job. That's where a lot of that comes from too. Is not that I would criticize myself for not being perfect, but because I see every question as really fun and exciting and an opportunity to think and talk, which I like. So I don't want to waste a question, I guess. Yep. All right. Number 8. It says we only need person. Now, if she's going to talk about what I think she's going to talk about, I'm going to say, yes, that's true. I have had my husband for 25 years, and that's my rock. He's my best friend. I could be totally happy with him. And I always say that I never get sick of him. But let's see what she says. Because we are introverts, INFJs are completely content being with just one person, whether a partner, friend, or family member. When we make friends, it is usually for the long haul, and it takes a lot to destroy a relationship. Unlike extroverts or some other introverts, INFJs can spend the rest of our lives only ever being close to one person and never feel as though we are missing out on other relationships. In fact, we actually prefer it. When we have many relationships in our lives, we can become easily overwhelmed and feel as though we are not giving our best to each relationship, leading us to feel unhappy, exhausted, and stretched thin. So I have a lot of experience with both of these. I also my percent is only 11% introvert. So I've dabbled with like trying to be Miss Popular, and it was not fun, by the way. You can probably guess why. Because we need authenticity. And the more people you include, you're naturally going to take on people that are not authentic, and they're not going to make you happy. So don't play that. So I kind of think of it as I have friends and I have acquaintances. I have a lot of acquaintances. Now, acquaintances, I want to have genuine moments with them, and I do if I run into them. But I can't keep up with them. I can't make dates with them because there's just too many of them. But if I do see them, they know they're going to get the best of me. I'm looking them in the eye. I'm talking about real things like their dead mom. Otherwise, why would I even bother talking to you, right? And I bet you guys can relate to that. And when you have a friend for a long time, it's kind of like you put a lot of work into it. So why mess that up? It takes effort to have a real, genuine connection. So for the same reason you're not going to just throw it away, you're not going to be able to build that with everyone anyways. So, what do they say? Something about new friends and old friends, and one's gold and whatever. I'm sorry I started to say that now because I don't know how it goes. You know what I mean, right? Blah, blah, blah. The other one's silver, the other one's gold. So, yeah, being close to one person. Yeah, this is it for me. That's like home. And I've had friends that I've had for all my life, and then we didn't have each other for 20 years, and then we did, and it was like nothing, no time went by. And I'm thinking you guys can relate to that too. And then I've also had friends that I've had to let go of. Now that was not a quote unquote door slam. That was just, hey, we're not in the same place. We're too far apart energetically. And that's actually, I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about when I talk about vibrations and stuff. We're not close enough. Like I'm too happy for them, and they can't like see me. So those people, I will let them go, but the door is always open because I want them to, like be where I'm at, because I'm always in a good place. I'm not going to go down to meet them, to meet that friend. If they get really bad and really far from me, I'm going to make them come up. I'll do what I can to encourage them, but I can't drag them. So sometimes I don't have friends for a while, and then I do. 7, prolonged solitude kills us. Kills, that's a little heavy for me. I'll like pretend, say go crazy. Should not be in the house for too long. That's why my friend's going to rescue me today. She knows better. She doesn't stay in the house. She can't. I could picture her pacing if you did make her stay in the house. Now, for me, the third day of being home, because I work from home, so it happens. The third day, and I shouldn't let it get to the third day. Let's just put it that way. Because then I become a pain in the ass, because I haven't taken matters into my own hands and just dragged my ass outside. So I do need to hook up with people. That's also why I'm talking to you right now. because I need some connection. And that's it. So here's what she says. While some introverts can be all by themselves for every second of the day and feel nothing but contentment, an INFJ needs to be around people. Though we still need time in our solitude in order to recharge ourselves, too much time alone can leave us feeling drained, lonely, and depressed. INFJs thrive on the emotions of others. Yeah, I do. We live for bettering others to better ourselves. Yeah, big time. We cannot do this if we are always by ourselves. When an INFJ does not have a close relationship, they can become depressed and feel empty. And then she has a quote. INFJs often feel happiest and most fulfilled when helping others understand themselves and their problems. Yes. That's why I started doing counseling, and now I'm more of a coach, because counseling was not, I don't want to rescue victims. I empower people. But that's not for this video. Yeah, I do. I live for bettering others. And my friend does that too. And she's not a coach. You know, it's interesting. I call us uplifters. You know, it's like we came here for a purpose. I really believe that. I feel like that's my whole life. I'm always scanning the room to see how everyone's doing. And then recently I've learned to just shut it down. Sometimes I'll think about others for too many hours at once, like maybe, let's say 3/4 of my waking day. And then I just realize I passed that tipping point. Oh no, I have to think about me now. And then that's a good time for me to sit down and meditate. And I'm not really great at it, but at least I'm making time for it. Because when you meditate, you're quieting everything on the outside, and you're allowing your connection with your inside. It's actually from your higher self, but I don't know what your beliefs are. Suffice to say, you need your quiet time where you stop all of the outside from coming in. So this would be a reason to look into meditation. All right, what else we got? We'll do 2 more. No, we'll do 1 more. This is the last one, because then we'll do the other 5 tomorrow or another day. We are perfectionists. We'll see. I don't know if I'll agree with this 100%. INFJs are never happy with ourselves. That's not true for me. No matter how much an INFJ has improved, there's always room to be better. That's true. Oftentimes we can struggle with reveling in our accomplishments since we continue to focus on where we have fallen short and how we could have done better. Absolutely. It can sometimes frustrate an INFJ to see others complacent with their current selves. Yeah, I've learned my lesson now. I don't try to drag people with me anymore. Continuing on, she has a quote here. INFJ is a perfectionist who doubts that they are living up to their full potential. INFJs are rarely at complete peace with themselves. There's always something else that they should be doing to improve themselves and the world around them. They believe in constant growth and don't often take time to revel in their accomplishments. They have very high expectations of themselves and frequently of their families. Now, me personally, this was a sign of my own maturity, because I dropped a lot of this. My life is about me. Me. And that's not selfish. It is about you. You wake up in your own skin every day. Who else is it going to be about? Okay? So I don't beat myself up. I don't think of myself as ever living up to my potential, because guess what? My potential never ends. And this is a benefit that I've received from, metaphysics and stuff. Infinity is infinity. Just like the universe won't stop expanding, you won't stop expanding. So there is no end. Therefore, there's no measurement needed. And if there's no measurement needed, there's no ego and there's no doubt. So I really do accept myself. And when I accept myself, guess what happens? I accept others. Now, accepting others doesn't mean I have to spend time with them. All right? So I may see instantly, as you probably do, room for everyone's improvement. because my brain is a calculator. It calculates everything. That's why I formed businesses around this fact. I'm a professional organizer, so I organize people's stuff, and it's calculating from the get-go. I love it. As soon as I see something that needs like, maneuvering and manipulating and categorizing, like, I'm all excited and happy. Maybe you guys would like that business too. But yeah, so I don't judge that. And as far as other people, guess what? If they need quote unquote improving, none of my business. You know why? Because everyone grows at different rates, and I don't know what that soul is after. That's the most important thing when you look at someone. If you feel like you might be judging them, there's so much more going on, and that my studies have taught me about a plan for a soul, SOUL. So you just don't worry about other people. They'll get there in their own perfection. You just worry about you, YOU. All right. So that's it. I don't know how long I went, but I'll find out in a minute. So I'll post this, and then actually like this. I think this person probably is an INFJ. This Jennifer Soldner, whoever that is. And we'll do the other 5 another time, because you know me, I don't like to talk too much. All right. And I'm going to go on my hike with my INFJ friend, and I know we're going to have fun, but I don't know if it'll get edited like in a way that can be put on my channel, but I hope so. All right. Thank you guys. Have an excellent weekend. Talk to you soon. Bye.